Hey everybody, welcome to Perpetual Motion, a podcast about daily life, wellness, and relationships. I'm Dr. Mo Anderson, and my goal is to help you stress less, produce more, and love the ones you're with. If you're new to my podcast, please subscribe so you'll be notified when I post a new podcast. And if you hear something that inspires you or makes you smile, go ahead and hit that like button for me. In today's episode, let's talk about the talk. The talk with our parents. I'm a boomer. I'm not talking about the talk, where we find out what to do if we get pulled over by law enforcement. I'm talking about the talk you start having when you're a young kid, old enough to have a mobile phone, and that never ever ends. You'll find out. Stay tuned. All be still after they've done all they've done. We still stand, but we're still pushing the wheels. I like to go to bed early, and if I had my way, I would not get up until noon, maybe 11 if I had something pressing to do. As I've said a million times before, there is nothing you can do at 6 a.m. that I cannot do at 1 p.m., including eating bacon. That's random, but I do love bacon. My beloved parents, however, love to get up with the roosters. And I know you're like, you're talking about your parents, aren't you old? Yeah, I'm old. I'm a boomer, and I'm a lucky boomer because my folks are still with me. Dad just turned 90 last month, and I love them, but I tell you, sometimes, even between these generations, and I know my sons feel the same way, it is just so different. It is just so funny having a conversation. And they do get up so early, and they don't have to. They're happily retired. That's cool. And they get up, they want to eat breakfast. They put on clothes to eat breakfast. Not me. House coat all the way. Whatever. It's cool. They call their other morning people and talk loudly about the obituary pages and whatever happened in Congress. That is not the way I like to start my day, but cool, do you? Here's the problem. Several times a week, they call me before the last star has stopped twinkling to catch up on the latest activities of their great-grandchildren. They're not particularly interested in what I'm doing anymore or my children, but they want to know all about those great-grands. The problem, it's not a problem. I love that they care, that they're interested. They're in another city, not really social media people, but I don't even know how to describe it. But here's a typical conversation. I'm going to do a voice for my mom. So, good morning, darling. It's Mom. I glance at the clock glowing in the darkness on my nightstand. There are only 3 numbers on it. I groan and mumble. Yes, yeah. And how are you on this beautiful day that the Lord has made? Coffee. I need coffee, Mom. Pray for me. She continues to talk until I get up, brush my teeth, make my bed, and cook breakfast. I nod occasionally. After an hour, caffeine kicks in. I'm coherent. Your father wants to know who won the game last night. Apollo's team won, Mom. He's a trooper. He scored 10 points, and the score is 11-2. Apollo won. He scored 10 points. She repeats to my father sitting next to her. We're not doing speakerphone. She repeats what I said. And I hear him say, "That's great." And how many goals did he block? Because he plays goalie or whatever. He wants to know how many goals he blocked. 4 or 5. Mom, I don't know. 4 or 5, she repeats proudly. I hear the mumble of my father's voice again. Your dad wants to know if you've winterized your yard yet. Yes, 2 weeks ago. He reminds me every year. I got it down now, Mama. The yard's winterized. You want to put him on the phone? He can ask me these things. I wait, and then I hear her tell him, 2 weeks ago, Jim, she wants you to pick up the phone. After a long pause, I'm told, he said he'll call you later. He needs to feed the cows. Okay. Hey, Mom, but
This is great news. My latest video, where I give makeup tips to boomers, had 7,000 views in 5 days. It's not exactly viral, but for my level, that's pretty good. And a bunch of the folks clicked over to Amazon and bought my new book. Shameless plug here. That's wonderful news. She's elated. She does elate it well. I want to watch it. Is it on my phone or Facebook? I've been down that rabbit hole before. I am so not explaining the difference between apps and text again. I hear Pops inquiring about the wonderful news. My mother recycles my words again while I bang my head against the wall. Your father says to keep up the good work. He wants to know if you've had your oil changed. Mama, why do you have to translate if we're all speaking English? Tell Daddy to please pick up the other phone or put me on speakerphone. This conversation is going to last until lunch. Oh, silly. Your father is busy. He'll call you later. What? Honey, your father says to bring that ham he likes for Christmas brunch. He'll pay you for it. Mama, I have a good job. I can bring the ham. That'll be my contribution because I'm not cooking anything, but I will bring that honey baked ham he's talking about. I am so tempted to ask why they still have multiple house phones when they clearly only need one. And yes, they do have mobile phones. They have cell phones, but they don't turn them on until they want to make a call. And trust me, you better pick up because they are going to turn them off immediately. There will be no opportunity to call back. And here's the crazy thing. When I call them and my father answers, on that rare occasion that he deigns to pick up the phone, he never even tells my mother that I called. Then I have to hear her fuss at me when she calls me before she puts out an APB. We haven't heard from you in 6 hours. You know I worry. Mama, I talked to Daddy for 37 seconds a short while ago. You did? Where was I? I don't know, Mama. It was around 7 last night. I thought you were out. He was talking to you. I was sitting next to him. That's silly. I was right there on the sofa. Well, you know he doesn't like to talk on the phone. What? Hold on. Your father says send him a schedule of Aurora's games. Okay, Mama. I will. Did you want to know anything about me? Let me stop being self-absorbed. Sure, Mom. I'll email it. It will be on your PC and your phone. Both places. I'll send it to both places. Mama, I'm going to bed. Are you ill? It's only 7 o'clock in the morning. No, I'm just tired. It's early. I didn't finish sleeping. Jimmy! She yells for my dad, who's probably sitting next to her. Mo is sick. We may need to drive up there. Here we go again. See, this is why I'm tired. I love them so much, but man, they are funny to me. How is it with your folks? Are phone calls like that? We've all got our little rituals. We almost know what the other one's going to say. And you know what? What a wonderful, wonderful pattern to have. Thank you. I hope you're in the pattern of listening to Perpetual Motion with Dr. Mo Anderson. Sometimes funny, sometimes introspective. I talk about everything from race relations to dating to makeup tips, but it's all about empowering, educating, and entertaining you. I hope you like this episode. You want to know a little bit more about me? Visit my website at www.drmoanderson.com, DRMOE Anderson.com, for more about my books and workshops or to schedule me for your next event. Subscribe, like, leave a rating depending on what platform you're on, and share. Share it to social media and tag me. Now go, renew, review, and renew. Thank you.